mission is not your job. You are a student out there. Once you get inside the Bschool, once you earn that degree, and once you are out of the Bschool, then it is your job to think about college ka vision and mission and so on and so forth. You are a part of that vision and mission, no doubt about it. But then at the same time, you have to understand that barely you can do anything about the college ka vision and mission. So whose headache is the college vision and mission? Dean of the college, the director of the college, the faculties of the college, and the non-teaching staff of the college. It is none of your business. And do not talk about कि मेरे कॉलेज का अपने कॉलेज का विजन मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगा तो मैं अपने कॉलेज में आऊंगा, मिशन अच्छा लगा तो हमको, don't do that. They know that you're faking it. They know that you care a fuck about the vision and mission. You are here, you want to get the quality education, you want to have that brand on your resume. After 1.5 years, you want to pick up the placement, 30, 45, 50 lakhs, move away from here. So you're getting the point, right? So never tell all these things because I'm Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, KIL, FMS, MBI, XLRI, SIBM, IITs. Everybody has these things. And mind you, never talk about return on investment. This is the biggest bullshit that you can tell in the interview. These answers are not supposed to be taught, are not supposed to be told by you all. Because these are all cliche. These are all stereotypes. These are all pathetic answers, right? Now let's get into what you need to tell them. One thing that I'll advise you that you guys can probably tell them. Probably you guys can tell them. Couple of things I'll tell you. The first thing that I need to tell them is on a very easy level. Diversity. Diversity. Okay, sir, I did not get this point. Tell me, how is diversity little bit or probably 100% different than the peer group? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. The point is that when I talked about introduce yourself, when I talked about MBA, I had already mentioned peer group. I don't want it to be again and again. I don't want panelists to get bored of my answers. Like, okay, you know what? You're repeating the answers, man. Come on. Peer group, you're doing all the time, right? Is it really that important, right? Yeah, you can go and do the executive MBA then. You'll get like something, which is amazing. Peer group, AVPs and VPs and people with like amazing profile, they'll be there. You'll be learning a lot from there. So never do that. The first thing is diversity. Now, what do I mean by diversity? Diversity can be of anything. I mean, not of anything. Definitely gender diversity. And then you talk about the academic diversity because there is a lot that you can learn from these people. When you talk about the diversity, right? You get to gel up with people from fashion designing. You get to gel up with people from let's say somebody who's in the actual science, somebody who's coming from the bio sort of a background, somebody's coming from pharma, somebody's coming from arts, somebody who's coming from commerce. Now, how does it matter? There are 70% engineers in IIM Ahmedabad. How does this 30% of the people will create an impact on us? They indeed gonna do that impact on you because when you are joining a Bschool, you get to work with people who are coming from different diversity, who are coming from different academic diversity, who are coming from different gender diversity, who are also coming from different culture. Now, this is the +1 in your answer. People with different culture, people with different geography, people with different languages, people with different beliefs, people with different thought process. You can just put these things in a bucket and you can understand that you're getting a quality. Because understand this, when you're dealing with people in the corporate world, you guys have worked, right? You guys can understand how diverse people are. Always remember, do you remember religion wala part? Religion wala part humne kara tha introduce yourself mein. Everybody is driven by the religion. I don't want to name the religions, but you will see that there are people who belong to a particular caste and community. You can actually spot their personality traits in them. कि अरे यार ये पक्का ये होगा, ये बंदा ये होगा, ये बंदा ये होगा. अच्छा, he belongs to this category. अच्छा, he belongs to this sort of a community. ये शांत होगा, ये straightforward होगा, ये बहुत ethical होगा. अच्छा, ये hyperactive होगा, ये बहुत मजेदार होगा, ये बहुत funny होगा. You're getting a point. And that's how you have to gel up with people. If there is a person who is very serious about his work, you cannot all the time crack jokes with him. You need to learn that. Maybe you are somebody who is hyperactive, like all day you are like, bumping, jumping, and you've got extra energy inside you. But when you are with a person who is calm, who is sharp, who is very subtle, laconic, you got to come to his level and get the work done. Others people say that, oh, mujhse nahi ho raha yaar, uska personality alag hai, mera personality alag hai. And that is what exactly happens in the lower Bschool. This is exactly what happens in the lower Bschool. Those who are here from the lower Bschool, don't mind it. It can be a good motivation for you to give a CAT next year. But get this very straightforward. There are people from a lower Bschool. What they do is they will kind of form their own group. Very, acha dude, what do you like? Oh, you like GOT? Okay, you're going to be my friend. What do you like? Suits. You don't like suits? Fuck you. Okay, you come. What do you like? You like suits, right? All that stuff. So what happens? I have seen people doing like that. You actually carry on yourself with people, those who are like-minded. But that's not going to happen in the top-notch Bschool. Top-notch Bschool will give you a lot of diversity, and you will have to adjust yourself with them. Because when you become a sales head, when you become territory manager, when you become a investment banker, अलग अलग तरीके के लोग मिलेंगे और ये 2 साल का पूरा जो सर्कस होता है एक्चुअल में and trust me, it's fun. It is really fun. When you do the projects, you will get to see people that you've never thought that these kind of human beings really exist in the world, and it's just fun to be with them. They'll teach you something. If not, you will learn something by yourself, right? Eventually you learn that अच्छा अगर मेरे को जिंदगी में ऐसा इंसान मिला ना, मैं कभी उसको नहीं बोलूंगा कि भाई तू पीपीटी बना. I'll make it by myself. So all these things, right? All these things. This is your fixed deposit. These are all your experiences. You'll keep adding on to your, kitty. And this is where you will be moving ahead. And trust me, if you have worked with people earlier, if you have a work ex, you can connect with me and you can tell me, "Ha, sir, exactly aisa hota hai. I don't want to work with somebody, but I had to work with that person. I don't want to see his face on a daily basis. I had to see his face on a daily basis and make it a point that I'm still productive and efficient 100%. Day in day out, because I want to go one level up in the organization." तो पहली बात ये डाइवर्सिटी को आप इतना डिटेल्ड में ला सकते हो. डाइवर्सिटी लोग बात करेंगे एकेडमिक डाइवर्सिटी है, जेंडर डाइवर्सिटी है. इट्स एक्चुअली गुड, you can look out for IITs and you can look at IIMs. In particular, IIM Ahmedabad and couple of more IIMs, you will see there is zameen asman ka farak. Because when you talk about IITs, they have a different portfolio of the profiles and the different talent set of the profile, right? When you talk about IIM Ahmedabad, amazing diversity out there, amazing diversity. So you need to understand, you might be feeling that, oh, you know what, why these schools are favoring girls? Because in the corporate world, they want more leaders coming out of, coming from the female sort of a domain. Not domain, it's a wrong word to use, but they want more female, leaders in the market. Because India is a country wherein we are actually boosting women empowerment now, and when we say something, we got to talk, we got to walk the talk, right? And that's the reason all this tamjam is happening. You talk about all the foreign companies, you talk about Google, you talk about Facebook, you talk about companies like Goldman, you talk about companies like this is actual. You will see women leading over there. You're getting my point. India being a little bit behind in all these aspects, we now have women actually leading the corporates, right? So ये वाला जो फंडा है, this is what corporate are wanting. The IIMs or the Bschool is a mediator. They are like, अच्छा, you know what? हमारे यहाँ पे जो companies आती है, they want these kind of students. So क्यों ना इनको हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा incorporate करें हमारे profile में. I am Bangalore, more of work experience, because वहाँ पे companies की requirement अलग होती है. And over a period of time, one particular IIM or for the fact IIMs हो, non-IIMs हो, IITs हो, इन लोगों ने अपना एक trademark बनाया है. You want diversity, you want consultants who are coming from fashion designing sort of a background, those who can think out of the box, go to IIM Ahmedabad. You want people with amazing financial, you want finance wizards, go to IIM Calcutta. You want people with great work ethics, go to IIM Bangalore. You want people for quality management and technical work, maybe something like SCM, go to IITs. This is exactly what we need to talk. कि मुझे ये पर्टिकुलर कॉलेज क्यों चाहिए, ये तो बहुत सटल वे में बात कर रहा हूँ. दिस इज लाइक वार्म अप है आपके लिए. तो डाइवर्सिटी के बारे में बात करना है, आपको डाइवर्सिटी कौन सा? कल्चरल एक्सपोजर. आई एम बैंगलोर में कोई फ्रेशर होगा, वो बैठेगा, वो बोलेगा यहाँ पे तगड़ा डाइवर्सिटी. लाइक व्हाई हाउ द वर्क एक्सपीरियंस डाइवर्सिटी इज गोना हेल्प यू. आई एम अ फ्रेशर, आई हैव नेवर सीन द कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड. These are the people who are going to be my peer group. They can actually be a great value addition to me. They can tell me the things that are working in the corporate world. So before I entering into the corporate world, I know gunning for a good job or a good designation and doing a lot of mistakes, I can learn from these people that what sort of politics happens, what sort of hierarchy is there, how does the organization work, what sort of culture they maintain. Again, when you talk about culture, you might think that why this guy is talking about culture. Absolutely yes. Look at the culture of a product-based company. Look at Google, different culture. Look at IT companies, different culture. Look at banks, different culture. Look at sales, different culture. Look at investment banking, very different culture. If you're a laconic and if you're somebody who just want to work by yourself and not a good team member, you cannot sustain in sales. You cannot go to investment banking. You are somebody who is like just by yourself in love with the Excel spreadsheet. You can be a very good equity research analyst. If you are not creative, you cannot be in branding. And this is where the whole fuck up happens. Something called as profile mismatch. We do not understand what sort of person I am. We do not understand what sort of people we are. What are our personality traits? We actually run behind the packages. We get 25 lakh का पैकेज, अगले 10 साल तक 25 का 35 बन जाता है. एक दूसरा बच्चा होता है हमारी बैच में, वो बच्चा वो जॉब लेता है जो उसको प्यारी है. That job which goes very well or favors his personality and personality traits, that guy starts with 15 lakhs. In the next 10 years, he's 55 plus. Now, this is exactly what you need to tell them. Don't give them these boring answers. Like, who are these guys? I'm Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta. Who are these guys? These are like bloody working with the financial wizards of the country, man. This is the finance head. They are getting bored. उनके कान थक गए पिछले 20 साल से वही घिसे पिटे आंसर. अब मेरे को पूछना है because I have to ask, you know, because I have these categories. I have to fill something कि यार मान लो कौन है यहाँ पे. आनंद कुमार को मैंने क्या पूछा? मैं ये तो नहीं बोल सकता कि मैंने 2 क्वेश्चन पूछा आनंद कुमार को, कल आनंद कुमार को गुस्सा आ गया कि मेरे को सिर्फ 2 ही क्वेश्चन पूछा. So I have to ask something. So I asked आनंद कुमार.